working on my C10, and here we go. Charge the AC and everything up. Shot some foam in the box to take care of those air leaks from installing a new evaporator, a new accumulator, office tube, new belt, and all that stuff right there. So that's what's done today. But this different. The belt on there was bad, so I replaced the belt. I went one size up, but that was still kind of too tight. The belt I had on there, if you're gonna run the tile valve covers, you're gonna run the tile valve covers, and you're gonna have the original power steering pump, and you're gonna run this aftermarket Saniden compressor, which is this is the part number for the Saniden compressor right here, and it's a 134 compressor. It's the same compressor you can get for a Jeep Cherokee. Same compressor. Six of them, the Jeep Cherokee carry this exact same compressor. If you're gonna run V belts, you can go to any AutoZone, any O'Reilly, anything next to you, and ask for a 94 to 98 Jeep Cherokee with the inline six-cylinder engine, and it bolts on the side. And this is the compressor right here. This bracket here is an aftermarket bracket from Be Cool Air Conditioning Company. But it's the same thing that you can get from any of them. You just want one that mounts on the driver's side. But we had a problem with the belt. This 96-inch belt was too short. So after my little brother and me got together, we measured it up and come to find out that we needed a 62-inch belt. This belt here is a 61 and 3/8 inch belt. That's what this belt is. So it was too short. You had to kind of force it on there. So we ended up going to a 62-inch belt, which allowed us. And we also found out that this bolt that came in the kit was not long enough. What it was doing, I didn't have any thread in the back. So when I would pull it, it was a good possibility that I would pull the bolt out of there. So what my little brother did, he came up with another great fix. He got a piece of owl thread. He cut the owl thread down the length. We put the owl thread through it, screwed it back here, put a nut on the back of it where the nut's gonna stay there, where it gives it something to pull against, and put it back in there with a lock washer and a nut. And so now it's on there like it's supposed to be. Just was kind of scared because as you can see here, you see the dimension of this here. See, you don't have nothing to pull from when you put it on there. It's barely gonna, it's just barely gonna stick out right there. And that over a period of time, that bolt's gonna work its way through. It's gonna pull back. So y'all, even though this is threaded, you still need a backup here. So that's why we went with that. My little brother, he charged it up yesterday, got all up and running. Like we say, he came up with a bridge solution of putting the foam there because you know these trucks have charred stuff on them. That foam, he showed me a trick on the foam. I'll do something about the appearance of later on, shoot some black paint or something on it, take care of that. But hey, all that is done. So just wanted you all to see that you need to make sure on these Saniden compressors, you see how that groove is? That's what's called a deep groove. So if you put a regular belt that starts with a 15, which is going to be a 3/8 belt, that's going to be too thin. You see, that's going to be too thin if you put a 15. The belt, if the belt would have been a 15620, that means the belt would have been a 3/8 belt. So I went up to a half inch where I would have a thicker belt, more contact on the pulley, so that way that it wouldn't take the belt and the belt wouldn't last long. This is the right belt. Anytime you're running an air conditioning system on any kind of vehicle, whether if it's an aftermarket, if it's a Saniden compressor, a Nipodenza or something like that, remember you need to get a half-inch belt to drive it if it's not serpentine, because this belt has a lot of length on it. It's going to have a lot of up and down movement, and it's going to get into those pulleys. The belt's not going to last on you. It's not like having a belt that goes on your alternator or a belt that goes on your power steering. It's not going to be like that. So just remember that. As always, subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll get at you on the next one. Have a great day, and I'm out.